に合わせて叫べ勝利の雄たけびを秘密展開ゴーレム忍者
Chapter 21, Sudden Flash. Spike can be seen in his room one night dreaming of Kaoru was a damsel in distress from the Nashi. A figure with an enlarged Dokuku appears holding Kaoru. "Spike, my love, save me, my love, save me from this monster," said Kaoru. "Hey, let go of the woman I love," said Spike. "Never," said Dokuku. "I will crush her and eat her even before you can save her." "I'll show you," said Spike, who dreamed that a huge magic sword appeared in his hand. Spike can be seen jumping into the air, slaying Dokuku in a flash and freeing Kaoru. "Oh, Spike, I know you'll make the perfect papa for my Takeru," said Kaoru. "Of course, Kaoru, my love," said Spike. He then dreamt of being married with Takeru Shiba, calling him Papa. He and Kaoru in his dream were married in a nice church building. He now kisses Kaoru. "Congratulations to you both," said Takeru Shiba. "From this day forth, I am your son, Papa Spike." "Woohoo!" said Spike. The other Shinkencers bowed to show their respects for the supposedly newlywed couple. He then woke up from his dreams, kissing his pillow. He was upset at the incident and only remembered how Kaoru disliked him. "Crud, it's just a dream," said Spike angrily. "But I won't give up on you, Kaoru baby. Now it's time to do it in a flash." Later, Captain Marvelous and Luka would get their first mission on Earth together. We also have Kai Chen, Adam, and Catherine. I guess I should be glad Leo's not as brash as he used to be, deciding to go on training first. On the other hand, I sure want to meet the Gingamen soon. I just wonder why he insists I go with him, said Kai Chen. "Oh, you're probably getting too cocky, aren't you, new guy? But you'll never be able to beat me out just yet," said Captain Marvelous, who was playing a game of ships with Kai Chen. "Oh, not again. I can't believe I lost this round," said Kai Chen, as he saw Captain Marvelous brag his way through. "Well, isn't it obvious? I'm still better in this game of ships, for I'm a captain of one," said Captain Marvelous. "This is just great," said Kai Chen, nodding in raw sarcasm. "On the other hand, we do have a real battle going on. I don't think things happen by coincidence of crossing between time and space," said Adam. "I think so too, Adam. We're brought here to make sure that our world doesn't get destroyed. It's the will from above," said Catherine. "Then let's do what we can to defend the past and this Earth," said Luka. "The Legend War was a terrible thing. It nearly destroyed the Earth if we didn't find a way to reverse the timeline damage." "Then we know what we ought to do," said Captain Marvelous. Things are about to get really bad really fast. Meanwhile, the girls can be seen bathing in the bathtub area. They are Kimberly, Jasmine, Sakura, Jasmine, Ranu, and Nami. "We've been quite stressed out from all that training." "Ouch, my back hurts," said Kimberly. "I'm glad Sen didn't miss his date with Umeko despite that," said Jasmine. "Well, I do hope there won't be any perverted fellow around here," said Sakura. "So how's my new scientifically prepared formulated bubble bath?" asked Ranu. "It's pretty great. So, Ranu, I guess you and Billy are an item now," teased Kimberly. "Nothing like that," sand Ranu. But just then, Nami began to sense something very evil and foreboding. "Wait, I sense something," said Nami. "Looks like some pervert has entered." "Me too," said Mako. I wonder if my senses are right." Oh, indeed they were right, as Spike had entered into the bathing area with a waterproof camera. He had decided to take their pictures while they were naked so he could sell them for pornographic magazines and become a billionaire! "Spike, what are you doing here?" asked Mako nervously. "Yikes, this is totally not good," said Kimberly, panicking. "I knew it," said Nami. "Hey girls, would you mind if I sold naked pictures of you? It's such a good timing and all the hot chicks are in one tub, especially you, Mako, who's blazing hot. She'll sell a lot. And of course, Kimberly kind of looks like Mako's older sister. Jasmine, Sakura, Nami, and Ranu too," asked Spike, ready to do his malicious intent presenting his camera. The girls began to scream so loud that the detention alarm sounded. It reached Director Aya's office, informing her something was going on. "You're in big trouble, Spike," said Mako. "Girls, let's instant change and capture this pervert," said Nami. "I'm with you," said Ranu, who used her instant change gadget. "Get him," said the girls. The girls were now fully dressed, ready to attack Spike. They were now in ninja uniform, ready to kick Spike's ass. As Natsuki and Eri were released, Spike was going to be next for punishment for his terrible misdeed. The alarm began to sound, "Detention alert," many times. I guess we've got a case for the ladies this time, said Hoji, who knew about the incident. Partner, I'd like to see them in action sometime, said Bon. Hey, don't call me partner. Oh wait, I have acknowledged you, said Hoji. Well, I guess this is a case all the women can handle themselves. Spike has been having some malice for girls. He's a real pervert, said Sen. I do agree. Now where was I? Oh yes, we still have to make sure those creative diamonds don't fall into the hands of the United Alliance of Evil, or Radiguet will have enough money to support his operation, said Hoji. Spike was being chased by the women for playing in the shower room, which also happened to have a tub for relaxing after training. They had their quick change outfit to their normal attire. Let's get that pervert, said Kimberly angrily. Roger, said the other girls. Nami and Ranu used their instant clothes technique change again, and now we're wearing military attires, and she joined forces with all the girls involved in the shower rooms. I better get out of here, said Spike. You're not going anywhere, Spike. It's time for detention, said Mako, carrying her rope to tie him down. You pervert, come back here, said Kimberly. You're not getting away, said Nami, who threw some shurikens hoping to nail Spike down, but only to miss. Since when did he get pretty fast, said Mako. Just then out of nowhere, a fan hit Spike's head. It was Kaoru, who arrived to help the girls from their time of distress. That should fix him, said Kaoru. Kaoru, my love, is that you, said Spike. I am not your love, said Kaoru. Kimberly, Nami, Ranu, Jasmine, and Sakura ganged up on Spike. Let's beat him up, said Kimberly. What gives? Asked Spike, who was upset about being grabbed by the women. He was beaten up and tied down? So you're going to sell naked pictures of me? Get real, Spike, said Mako, who slapped his face. Oh, you'll learn a lesson the very hard way, said Kimberly, who beat Spike's face as well. And Spike, I am not yours, said Kaoru, who hit him with the fan yet again. No! Shouted Spike at the top of his voice. Kaoru, my love, please don't forget me. Oh, I'll never forget you. Never forget what you did to the girls in the shower room, said Kaoru, who hit him with her fan. He was brought to Director Aya by the victims of his malice. Now he was all tied up. Let me go! Let me go! Cried Spike. Silence, said Kimberly. You're a pretty indecent man. This is so humiliating. Spike wants to sell our nude photos for money, said Sakura, who was still angry about the incident. I couldn't agree with you more, Sakura, said Jasmine. I pity Kimberly, too, because if anyone sees her photos, well, I can't say the word anymore. It's too much to handle. Jasmine, please don't say such things, said Kimberly. It's so embarrassing. I mean, I've been a victim of the paparazzi once in my own shower room. Now this is my second time to be one. I was literally stalked for that. Sorry to hear that, Kimberly. After all, you're that pretty and hot, anybody would want to violate your privacy. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm afraid you might even catch more attention as soon as even the most unwanted one, said Jasmine. But now we have to execute judgment. Hopefully not, said Kimberly. For one thing, I would gladly blow Spike up in the chemistry lab, said Ranu. Hey, what gives? Asked Spike. You violated our privacy and you're going to get it, said Ranu. I'm taking your camera and it's under arrest, said Jasmine. It's going to face judgment from the Galactic Police. Judgment? Asked Spike. What for? You'll see, said Kaoru, hitting Spike with a fan. By the looks of this is bad, said Spike. Now they have entered into the director's office with Spike tied down to his chair, carried by others, namely Takaru Shiba and Mako. We caught this pervert you requested, Director, said Jasmine, saluting. Good job, girl, said Director Aya. This is a great act of indecency. He must be punished for this crime at once. It's not a fucking crime! As Spike was finally placed in front of an angry Director Aya, who remembered Supreme Commander Ryu falling into their bathing area. Let me go, said Spike, pleading. I was just having fun. Oh, Kaoru, help me, my love. Not on my watch, and I am not your love. Dream on, said Kaoru angrily. Sakura can be seen twisting Spike's arm. Confess or I'll break your arm, said Sakura angrily. Ow! Said Spike, begging for mercy. You're going to get punished for your crime for violating the privacy of women, said Mako, who then slapped Spike hard. Ow! Spike cried some more. Jasmine decided to read his mind to confirm his intentions of selling their most private moments in the shower room to get money. As she dug into Spike's mind, images of lewdness entered into her mind. Oh no, this is bad. No, I can't. No, never! I won't appear on any porn magazine, especially not the infamous paparazzi Playboy-razzi magazine. The camera is to face judgment, said Jasmine. So what are your findings, Jasmine? Asked Sakura, crumpling her fist. Spike wants to sell our naked photos for money. Now the camera must face judgment, said Jasmine, who revealed her SPD badge. For taking pictures of women uncovered and naked in the shower rooms, for playing mischief with their privacy of others. Judgment, said Jasmine. The judgment was done. The court approved of its deletion with an X. Jasmine was eager to destroy it. Delete approved, said Jasmine. Yes, now it's time to get rid of that evil camera. Mako, you could do the honors, said Director Aya. Director Aya tossed the camera into the air, causing Spike's face to stretch like crazy. With a quick stroke, Mako cut the camera in half with her sword, and Jasmine shot it down with her D-shooter. That's it, delete done, said Mako. Now the camera is no longer around. The girls cheered as the camera was destroyed and the memory card was crushed. They finally got our authorized justice. Spike was crying in a comedic manner. No, not my camera, it cost me a lot of money, said Spike, crying. And I was supposed to buy a diamond ring for Kaoru. I wanted to propose to her. By selling our photos naked online? Please. Besides, Kaoru was more willing to throw you off the ship, lover boy, said Mako angrily. You abused the power of your camera. Now you must face the consequences of your actions. By the way, forget about me becoming your bride, Spike. You're disgusting as the Gadoshu. I don't want a husband like you, said Kaoru, who hit him again with the fan. Spike, I do hope you are aware of the rules about decency. I cannot believe you are playing around in the girls' shower room for attempting to do something explicit activity here to make money for yourself. To the rock piles with you, Spike. That is an order, said Director Aya angrily. Takeru Shiba finally came in after he went out to get a drink. Well, Mako, shall we drag him then, said Takeru Shiba. Sure, this may be our best moment together, said Mako. No! Anything but that! No, anything but that! Screamed Spike as he was dragged by Takeru Shiba and Mako to the rock piles. Spike can still be seen screaming for his life. He was holding through the floor with his nails scratched the carpet in the director's office. Crazy guy. Should I still keep him around like his father? At least his father behaves more than he does. Teenagers. They're getting reckless these days. If my daughter were still alive, I wonder what she'd say, asked Director Aya. Oh, I forgot. Morning and Agri agreed to bring in more rocks for Spike's detention. I have to call them in. Deputy Commander Guy, could you call them in? Said Director Aya. Certainly, Director. The rock piles work every time as a new means of punishing people on board, said Deputy Commander Guy Yuki, who drank a cup of green tea to keep himself awake. So you're not in the mood for whiskey today? Asked Director Aya. Not today. Maybe not ever. Not ever since the Shiba household gave me something worth trying, said Deputy Commander Guy Yuki. And besides, the Shiba household tea may become my new vice. Takeru Shiba brews the best tea, you know. I will probably leave some to the tomb of our fallen comrades in the past as presents. I joined them for a few hours, said Yuki. Then he got out of the office to do his jobs in the battle station. Eri and Natsuki were still in the office awaiting their clearance from detention, crying heavily. Eri, Natsuki, you are free to go. I hope you two learned your lesson about being naughty here in the base, as you both had to eat Mako's food and work extra time. This base is no playground. If you did worse, the base could have exploded, said Director Aya with a mean look. Yes, ma'am, said Natsuki and Eri as they went out of the office. Both girls were still crying after their arms got hurt so much working in the rock piles. Masumi can be seen scolding Natsuki, who can be still crying her heart out. Natsuki, I hope you learned your lesson. The laboratory is no place to play, said Masumi Ino. I understand, Masumi, said Natsuki. Your careless actions already led us to disaster too many times. You nearly got us killed when you piloted Daiboken without consent, said Sakura. Wah! Said Natsuki, who was also made to write on the chalkboard, I will not play in the laboratory again many times with Professor Makino. I hope Skull will do something about his son's behavior, said Professor Makino, who was supervising Natsuki's punishment. On the other hand, Eri is being scolded by Agri as well. Alata was also very angry. Well, you just arrived and you're already causing mischief. Enough of that. You should know better than to play in the laboratory, said Agri. The other Ghost Agers nodded at the fact that she had to be punished for a misdeed by making her write, I will not play in the laboratory again, many times on the chalkboard. It just so happened that Hoka happened to pass by. Poor girl, if only I could help her, said Hoka. To her luck, Cole also passed by, the man of her dreams. Oh, hi Hoka. I'll be training some more, said Cole. Hi Cole, said Hoka, who was still daydreaming about him. Skull was simply worried about the son who he got separated from for a time. Who he got intimate with, nobody knows, but it certainly wasn't Kimberly who bore Spike in there. He got the detention notice. Spike, this has gone too far. You really asked for it, said Skull angrily. If there's anyone you should be saying that to, it isn't Spike.